and welcome back to DCM, Doritos, Connections, and Minions, your favorite local video game talk show. Sorry we've been gone for a bit.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I hate it here.
Yeah.
This guy holds me captive.
Yeah.
I don't like doing this show.
Yeah. I also had to, we had to do some construction here. He got pretty dirty. I don't know.
Yeah.
He got pretty dirty. It was kind of nasty.
I finally had to take a shower after 3 years.
Yeah. We had to break out the power washer and everything.
But that was kind of fun, because I like the game Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like that, but in real life.
Wait, power washers are real?
Yeah, I know, right? It was crazy. It was crazy.
Crazy news. But like, we have a new floor.
We have a new floor. It's pretty cool.
Look at the floor.
Look at the floor. Look at this.
Look at this floor.
Look at it.
It's so nice.
It's black.
We really needed this because you can see it in the shot.
Yeah.
And it's really important. Don't you wish you had a floor as good? Hold on. We need it. Look at this floor. This is a fantastic floor over here. Okay. It's perfect. It's great. I love it. You wish you could get a floor this good in your life. Am I right?
Yeah.
Woo!
Look at that floor. Look, beautiful.
Oh, yeah,
you could eat off that floor. I mean, no, you probably can't. There's a lot of footprints there.
I gotta sweep. Don't worry about it.
But you could if you really wanted to.
Oh my God! Look at my bed. Shoes.
Nothing's stopping you.
Look at this. All right, can we get a floor in the chat? Floor in the chat.
Floor in the chat. Floor in the chat.
Floor.
Floor. Floor. Floor. Floor. Floor. Floor. Floor. Floor. Floor. Floor. Floor. Floor. Floor.
Boy, I sure do hope nothing bad happened the 1 month we decided not to record.
I don't think that's the case.
So Sony is ending all production of physical media. So yeah, literally 1 day after we recorded the last episode.
This always happens. Every time we record. Because the way we record things, we record like a bunch of episodes in one sitting, and then we take like a month off to screw around and do whatever the heck we want.
And do like other projects while like, you get drip fed the content.
So what tends to happen almost every time we do one of these batch recordings, some huge monumental piece of news comes out literally the day after. And it just so happened that this one ended up coming out the day after we recorded the last couple episodes.
Yeah, so essentially Sony just out of the blue decided, hey guys, we're not making any physical discs for any of our video games ever again starting January 2028. Because they claim the consumer shifts means that all the consumers are going digital. Did they choose to elaborate on any of that? No.
No.
In fact, actually, there's actually still an internal memo of everyone needs to shut up about this internally.
Yeah.
Like, never mention this, never talk about it. Do not. Which
I mean, in the days following that announcement, it was dead silent on all their social medias. They went like a good week without posting anything because they knew that people were gonna get lambasted in the combat section, which they still are. Mm-hmm. Anytime Sony posts anything, people are like, "Hey Sony, how about those physical copies? How's that going?"
It's and like there's just so much bad. Unironically, the fact that anyone is giving Sony money at this point is kind of ridiculous. Because first of all, they didn't tell anyone about this.
No, this came out of the blue, like completely.
Completely out of the blue. There's no data to back this up that they released. And then they paid for hit pieces with data to prove that, what was it? It was like 70% of all digital purchases were, of all game purchases were digital. Turns out they were including things like buying V-Bucks.
That
and digital-only games.
Absolutely nothing.
So someone took the leak from, we covered this a long time ago, there was an Insomniac leak, right? That showed off everything. We know it's true because everything at this point has been true about things like the Wolverine game and all that stuff. But it actually had metrics about, can we not, Mr. Reddit? Thank you. It actually had metrics to show that if we want to look, in 2023, by the way, This was the breakdown of all of their 33 first-party games. A majority of them were all physical.
Of course they were.
Uncharted 4, 83% of copies were bought physically. Sackboy: A Big Adventure, 77%. Ratchet & Clank: Rift Apart, 76. God of War: Ragnarok, 76. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, 71. Like, these are all physical copies. And I think the one Sony exclusive that was not, in the majority was MLB The Show.
Oh, who cares?
A sports game.
Yeah, who cares?
But that was at 49% physical or something like that.
Yeah, so it's still a pretty even split.
Most PlayStations are the ones with the physical disc drop.
Yeah.
So the fact that they did this is completely insane, right? The fact that they at the same time also it had this they shadow dropped this new I think it's a thing that they've had for a year where essentially if you don't log into your PlayStation account for a year, they just revoke all the licenses for the games you bought.
I saw that, yeah.
And you want me, the consumer, to be like, oh hey, no, I'm okay with no physical. Just don't mess with my digital games. They delist games all the time, never relisting it. They make it so you can't download games you bought sometimes if you delist them. And now, if you just don't touch your account for a couple of years, they just delete your purchases.
They take your games away.
They just take the games away.
Which is, part of the larger issue of digital ownership. Most of the time when you buy something digitally, you don't actually own it. You have a license to use it. And that's why people are like getting so up in arms about this, rightfully so, because it means any game you buy from Sony you will not own ever.
And it doesn't help that Sony is not only forcing people, especially on PC, to make PSN accounts to booster their numbers for stockholders.
Yep.
Like they just released Marvel Tokon. It is region locked. You cannot buy this game. It is digital only, in some places, on Steam. In 119 countries. Are we for real? And you're like, oh, digital's the future. And without digital, there's no price control in any of these games. I know some people are at this point it's like, you know what? Yeah, games should be $100. Stop, cut it out.
Shut up.
Stop it. No one. Congratulations, you're gonna get a flop game. Okay, I don't care. We were already told, hey, the $70 price increase was because physical costs so much to make, and then every digital game is also $70.
Yeah, so what's the point there?
So now we know that was a lie, and now we're just basically
And also, don't forget, most physical games nowadays are just like blank discs anyways.
To give you a license to download it. Which is, again, ridiculous. It's very much that this was a shareholder idea to maximize profits on their failing console, that they're deciding, okay, let's just do the most anti-consumer thing possible because we want all the profits. Which, okay, that's fine, but didn't they also just say they want to bring back live service games? The reason they haven't made any money this generation because they keep trying to make live service games.
What do you mean bring them back? They never left.
They're like, you
You just never had a successful one, Sony. They didn't go anywhere.
They just keep doing this stuff, and it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's just so ridiculous. And I think like right now it's right now it's like everyone's saying like this is, and they're doing the thing that the AI bros do because there's no actual positive in this at all. There's literally zero. So they just go, it's the future, guys. Deal with it. It's the future. So again, to reiterate, most people bought a PlayStation with a disc drive to play physical games.
I did.
Yep. No one bought the digital version of the PS5.
No.
There's a chip shortage, which means buying hard drive space is an issue. So the discs actually come in handy to install it and uninstall it pretty easily. So storage is an issue. Your console, you're upping the price of. Your online service, you're upping the price on. When you do digital only, you're going to have less sales. They also introduced, they're testing dynamic pricing. so that certain gamers, if they know that if they have more money, they won't give you sales anymore.
That's disgusting. That's actually disgusting.
So they're doing that. And you're trying to tell me, oh, this is the future? This is a pod? No, this is actually cataclysmic.
Yeah. This is one of the greediest business decisions I've ever seen.
And I know that apparently they're looking, and they didn't tell any third-party developer this at all.
No.
Like, when we found out, the world, everyone found out. Mm-hmm. To put this into perspective, when Microsoft was going to bring back backwards compatibility, the industry knew about it for years. That's for backwards compatibility, not ending all physical production of your product. They are now making a digital monopoly. I know they're getting sued up the wazoo by places like California.
Good.
Because, like, you know, it's insane. And if this is successful, which I don't know if it will be, this is like actually career-ending, potentially.
Do you think they'll back down at all?
There's like literally no plans. They've already sold all their production studios, like which is insane, by the way. That you just cut it cold turkey, and then beforehand you slowly closed out all your disc printing stuff.
That's awful.
I know they rebought one of them again.
Okay.
I do know that. But, like, here's what happens. If Wolverine comes out and it flops, they're cooked.
And honestly, I'm still seeing a lot of people just kind of have a reaction to literally everything that we've seen from Wolverine.
I know people are roasting it every single time there's a new trailer, and to the point where I think the developers had to make a comment saying, "Hey, you guys are seeing like really nasty things now."
Yeah, I saw that. Really
hard on. And it's like, on one hand, I feel bad, but on the other hand, brother, you spent 8 years and it looks like this.
Yeah, you know what? This is totally an aside, and I've seen absolutely no one mention this about Wolverine. It really bugs me that he looks like Tom Cruise. He looks like Tom Cruise.
I thought you were going to bring up the fact that the Sabretooth voice actor sounds terrible.
Oh, I haven't even heard that.
Oh, he sounds bad.
Again, this is indicative of how much I've paid attention to the development of this game. Wolverine looks like Tom Cruise, and it drives me insane. It takes me out of it. I'm like, that's not Wolverine. That's just Tom Cruise. That's Tom Cruise. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I mean, if they get like more flops, I mean, someone's gonna have to tell them at a certain point. It's because physical media.
Yeah.
Because like Spider-Man 2 sales spiked because guess what? Spider-Man 2's on physical. You can get it for super cheap. And guess what? A new Spider-Man thing came out.
Yeah.
So people bought it. Right? And Spider-Man 2, reminder, has no DLC because they canceled all of it because it didn't make
They spent too much money on it.
They spent so much money on it. And they're just going straight to 3.
Yeah.
So, like, you see the issue here? And it isn't Spider-Man 1 remaster, which is digital only, by the way. Spider-Man 2 went up.
Yeah. The one that has a physical copy.
The one that has a physical copy.
Interesting.
I'm noticing.
There's a trend here, guys.
Because that one was deemed, Spider-Man 2, everyone has universally agreed that it is fine.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not as good as the first one.
Games that are fine compared to the better first game, usually people buy the better first game. Especially since they're like, what, a couple years apart? You know? So it's ridiculous. This is bad. I hope this flops so bad.
No!
So, remember how they said they're ending all physical production of all their media? Isn't it a real good time for them on the same day to say that they're shutting down the PlayStation 3 and PS Vita online digital stores?
Yeah, I did see this. What are we doing here, guys? Do you want the digital sales or do you not want the digital sales? What is your plan here?
I want to know whatever meth you're smoking, crack you're smoking, fentanyl you're smoking. What are you guys doing in those stockholder meetings? What do you mean?
They're smoking stuff. That's all they're doing,
Are they
apparently.
on DMT?
They might be.
You look me in the eye, say, I hate you, I want you to die, I want all your money, no more physical games, digital only. And I go, okay, all right, I guess, please don't hit me again. And they go, oh, I am. No digital for 2 of our storefronts. 2 of the 3 storefronts we have. No, 4. So the PS4, PS5, PS3, PS Vita, we're shutting down half of the stores.
I'm honestly surprised I didn't go for the PS4 as well.
I mean, honestly, yeah, because more people have a PS4 than a 5.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I don't understand the methodology here. Did they AI generate a fiscal plan? Did they AI? Because I know
it really does feel like that, doesn't it?
Because there's no way. And also, I also heard that recently they've been updating the PS3 store to make it worse. So they have people who know how to program the store. Yes. So apparently, what people were doing, because people are buying things because they're going to shut down the store, and people are like, I want to buy Infamous and the DLC. So they go to the Infamous page. No, apparently it just gives you a checklist of stuff you have now instead of you clicking on the button to get the DLC. So you have to manually type in the DLC specifically you want to then buy it. Yeah. So now when Microsoft did it, they said there was a security issue and not enough people were able to code the old 360 store. I really think that's a terrible reasoning, but you know what? I can theoretically see this, okay? My answer is, why don't you grow a pair and teach them how to do it and fix it? But that's beside the point. If they can change how the store functions on the PS3, they still know how to use the site.
Yeah.
There's no way it costs that much, considering that the PS3 store, every purchase, Sony gets a cut from. All you have to do is just maintain the store. And if you can update it, you know how to maintain the store. What are we doing?
I say it every episode. This is such a miserable show we do here.
I know, which is why
everything's always bad.
Hold on. I have good news now.
It better be really good news. Is it going to be enough to balance out the bad that we've gone through today?
There's really no much positive I can give for literal Armageddon.
That's fair, that's fair.
So, if you are a fan of Tekken, you know the character Leroy Smith. I'll show it to you again. Hold on. I'll show it to you again. Hold on. Leroy Smith.
Okay, yeah.
All right, my goat.
Yep.
My goat.
Yep,
Coolest. One of the essentially of last decade of the 2010s. Objectively, one of the best fighting game character designs.
Yeah, I agree.
Literally a DLC character that became a mainline character in 8, right? And got an anime push too. So huge love, especially from the black community. With he's been nicknamed, the Grandmaster of Drip, and a bunch of things. But a lot of people on Twitter said Harada is invited to the cookout. Harada didn't know what that meant.
Okay.
He didn't know what it meant. So he has a quote. No, it's so what was it? It was this is his quote. Now, as someone from my generation in Japan, I was actually considered relatively good at reading and writing English. By then, I'd already been to North America over 50 times and maintained English I learned for university entrance exams, and have been communicating with people on Twitter in English long before translation apps became useful, let alone AI translation. But honestly, when I first saw that sentence, I had absolutely no idea what it meant. In fact, my very first reaction was, oh no, I'm finished.
No! Harada, no!
For one terrifying moment, I read it as, hey, we can invite you to a party where we're gonna beat you up and roast you. Even though I thought I knew America pretty well, I genuinely think if I somehow pressed some invisible cultural button I wasn't supposed to.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
That someone explained to him that this was one of the highest compliments possible. And that explanation, he quotes that explanation was a huge relief.
Oh my God.
Oh.
That is so funny.
Oh my God, right? He literally made one of the best designed black characters in video game history. Saw, hey, you're invited to the cookout now, and went, oh no.
And immediately feared for his life.
Dude, they're gonna be. Maybe that was why he was so hesitant on the Waffle House stage.
Maybe.
Because he's like, oh, you.
That's, oh my God. I love that.
Oh, and if you want one last quote, then they started showing me barbecue equipment and ingredients, and I was absolutely shocked that everything was several times bigger than what we have in Japan.
That's America, baby.
Looking back now, I honestly regret not immediately flying to the U.S. and accepting an invitation to one of those community cookouts.
Bro was ready to go.
Guys, we need to have more cookouts for this.
Just so he can come up here, yeah.
Yeah, no, Harada's my goat, okay? Listen, he loves
That's
this
awesome.
community, okay? He loves it. So you know what? Chat, if you next time Leroy is in something, invite
him to a barbecue, yeah. Oh my God.
Poor guy. That I read that and I'm like, I need to tell you this immediately. I've been holding up for a month on that, by the way.
Thank you for doing that. Thank you for including that. I appreciate it.
So here's an interesting thing.
Okay.
There's a rumor in the Xbox Insider program suggesting that what they're going to start doing is a program called Disc to Digital. So you know how when you put in your game, you still have to install it? Mm-hmm. Okay. This program would essentially, if you buy the disc, you get a digital copy.
Okay.
So you get the disc, you put it in, and it plays it, right? But let's say your disc breaks.
Okay.
You can still play the game because it gives you a digital copy. And you only lose the digital copy if said disc goes into another Xbox, and it gives that console the digital copy.
Interesting.
Which is a thing I remember hearing about when PlayStation 3 first was installing it, where people were like, why can't, if I install the game on here, why can't I just get a digital copy with it?
Right.
And the answer was, they want to fleece you in case your disc broke, so that way you have to pay for the game twice. But this would make it so you don't have to pay for the game twice. You would be able to put the disc in, play it for like 10 minutes. Let's say you move and you're like, oh, I moved. I don't have the box to open my games yet, but I have my Xbox. You can play it. Or if you take the Xbox somewhere, you can use it. That's what the rumor is suggesting.
That's a pretty good idea. I like that a lot.
It's a pretty good idea, and I think it's very positive. I mean, because you're essentially giving away a free digital copy.
Yeah, literally.
That's locked to your account. Mm-hmm. So, like, if unless someone deletes.
I mean, you do that. They do that with movies nowadays all the time. You know, every time you buy a Blu-ray, comes with a digital copy.
Oh yeah, and this is essentially like a permanent digital copy. You get a new account. You still get the digital copy because you put it into the Xbox and it registers the disc with the digital copy. So as long as the disc stays in whatever console you use, it's your digital copy. Which, that's a hopium thing right there. That's a hopium thing.
More good news.
I hope it's a real thing.
Let's keep it that way, please. Please.
And this one's just a weird story. So, the Monkey Island creator made a game, I want to say in like 2017. It was called Thimbleweed Park.
Okay.
It was the Monkey Island creator, if you don't know what Monkey Island is, legendary point-and-click game from Lucasfilms games back when they were a thing in the 90s. And he had to crowdsource his game because obviously no one wants to pay money for a point-and-click game, even though they cost like $5 and a potato to make. Hell, the Cyanide and Happiness people have one.
Do they?
Yeah, Freak Apocalypse.
I didn't realize that. No, I heard. I didn't know it was a point and click. Honestly,
Yes, it was a point-and-click game, point-and-click adventure.
I had no idea.
And right now, I think they're making the second one. It took a bit, but it was only programmed by like 5 people.
Interesting.
It just took time and a lot of money, but like, yeah, you can make it. Well, a lot of money for a content creator. Mm-hmm. So apparently, this game came out in 2017. It was more like a X-Files inspired game, right? Apparently, the guy was trying to pitch a sequel, and he was like, there's no good publisher here for a sequel. So some rich guy who wants to be anonymous gave him $1 million to make a sequel. So yeah, there's going to be a sequel coming out because some rich guy is funding this because he loved Thimbleweed Park and Monkey Island.
That's kind of base, though. I really love that.
So Ron Gilbert.
Listen, if I had that kind of money, that's what I'd be doing.
So yeah, it had a $600,000. So the first game in 2014 had a $600,000 development thing on Kickstarter. This rich guy, I think, put in over $1 million to fund it for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So with the profits from the first game and this millionaire, we're getting a sequel to an obscure indie point-and-click game that'll arrive in early 2028.
I love that. I honestly really love that.
Right? Right? Like, this is what... I hate to be that guy, but this is what rich people should be doing.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is actually, fun fact, what Ted Turner did. So, The Iron Giant was a flop, but Ted Turner loved animation. He loved it.
Yeah.
So he had, Turner Movie Classics because he wanted to preserve film and all that stuff, even though it was a profit loss. But no one wanted these old movies, so he preserved them and reran them on television. But on a plane, he saw The Iron Giant, and he's like, this movie's fantastic. It flopped, not on my watch. That's why it was on Cartoon Network all the time. He loved Iron Giant, and he also would hire, he would take risks all the time. There was a story, because I don't remember if you were friends with him, but Danny Antonucci, who made Ed, Edd n Eddy, he had a story where essentially he treated these cartoon people with literally like gods. So one time he went to Turner, Classic or whatever, to pick up a paycheck. And someone's like, oh, Ted Turner's in his office. Do you want to meet him, Mr. Antonucci? And Danny's like, I'm a bum. I don't
I'm
care.
a bum.
I'm a bum. I don't care. Sure, whatever. He's not going to know who I am. So he went up there. Apparently, Ted Turner was talking to Ray Liotta and 2 other celebrities, and Ted Turner went, "Oh, that's my boy! He makes cartoons for me. This is Danny!" And he's forcing Ray Liotta and introducing him to Ray Liotta. It's like, he makes cartoons. We make the best cartoons in Cartoon Network. We love making cartoons here. I love him so much. Have you seen Ed, Edd n Eddy? To Ray Liotta, and other celebrities, because he loved cartoons. He funded cartoons.
God, I love that.
Even if it made him a net loss, he was like, I want to fund cartoons, right? Stuff like that. That's a beneficial part. I mean, and who could forget Leica Studios?
Oh yeah.
Every claymation movie that they make, Coraline, Kubo and the 2 Strings, Paranorman, they flop. They're too expensive to make. Claymation movie is expensive. Which is why Nike, the CEO of Nike, personally funds it, and his son is the CEO of Leica Studios to make sure that they make movies. So Nike funds claymation. It's the only claymation funder at the moment.
Yeah.
The profit of your Nike shoes gives us Coraline. It gives us Paranorman.
I'm down with that. I'm down with all of that. I'm going to start buying Nike just for that.
So the fact that this is the first time in a hot minute we see someone goes, I want that video game.
Yep.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
But we don't know who this guy is, right?
No, it's completely anonymous.
Interesting.
It's completely anonymous. But yeah, 1.1 million, I think, was the specific number.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
For a 2-year development cycle.
Okay.
Which, Godspeed. I love that. I love that.
Very cool.
So, boy, that sure was a roller coaster ride.
There was more good news than I expected.
I worked really hard to find the good news,
I
by the way.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I-
I've gotten really sick and tired of coming out of these recording sessions all depressed.
Yeah, but so yeah, we got our optimism here,
Yeah.
Good news. See, I didn't even touch about how Twitch is forcing everyone's streams to be used for AI data reading,
And it's not even opt-in.
It's not even. We didn't even touch that.
I saw a thing today where the guy said, well, if it was opt-in, no one would opt in. And it's like, hey, that should tell you something about what you're doing then. Maybe you shouldn't be doing it.
But no, instead we're talking about Harada, the cookout this recording session. We're talking about Thimbleweed Part 2. We're talking about all sorts of good things.
Yay, I like good things.
And it's all thanks to the power of our new floor. Can we get another shot of the floor, please? Can we get another shot of the floor? One more time for good time's sake, please. Oh, God,
And
look at that
again,
floor.
Can we get a floor in chat, please?
Oh, floor in the chat. Floor, 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 floor.